1834. Frustration is at its peak. The Patriotes control the assembly, but can exercise no real authority.
Les Britanniques ont peur de l'Assemblée. Il a dit
They draw up a long list of grievances and demands, the 92 resolutions, and send it directly to the government in London.
Resolved, that this House is nowise disposed to admit the excellence of the present Constitution of Canada.
They demand more power for the Assembly and insist that the hated Legislative Council be elected by popular vote.
We will not cease our demands for full political rights and powers. And though we feel uneasy, we hope that the British government will at last grant us justice. In this hope, we shall do nothing to hasten our separation from the mother country, unless it be to prepare and lead the people towards that day which will know neither monarchy nor aristocracy.
United we stand, divided we fall.
The English party is up in arms too. John Molson, one of the most powerful businessmen in Montreal, issues a warning to the Patriots.
Recent events have roused us to a sense of impending danger. The French party may yet be taught that the majority upon which they count for success will, in the hour of trial, prove a weak defense against the awakened energies of an insulted and oppressed people.
Papineau's wife, Julie, describes an atmosphere of menace in Montreal.
I harbor no idle fears, but I can appreciate for what they truly are the rage and the hatred that this party bears towards us. I see that our situation is a lamentable one. They seek to prevail at all costs, or trample us. And if we do not have the energy to escape from their power, they will certainly find ways of doing us harm.
Disaffection is growing in Upper Canada as well. William Lyon Mackenzie has assembled around him the discontented of the colony. By 1835, he is a member of the Assembly and mayor of the new municipality of Toronto. The population of the city has doubled in 2 years to over 9,000 inhabitants. Like Papineau, Mackenzie draws up a list of demands and sends it to London. The 7th report on grievances categorically condemns the system of colonial government.
One great excellence of the English Constitution consists in the limits it imposes on the will of a king by requiring responsible men to give effect to it. In Upper Canada, no such responsibility can exist. The Lieutenant Governor and the British Ministry hold in their hands the whole patronage of the province. They hold the sole domination of the country and leave the representative branch of the legislature powerless.
In Halifax, the same battle is being fought. Joseph Howe is elected to the legislature in 1836.
I am approaching now the root of all our evils. That gross and palpable defect in our local government. Compared with the British Parliament, this House has absolutely no power.
Howe also draws up a list of demands for political change. But he remains a moderate reformer. His loyalist roots prevent him from going as far as Papineau and Mackenzie.
I know that I shall hear the cries of republicanism and danger to the Constitution. But the idea of republicanism, of independence, of severance from the mother country never crosses my mind. I wish to live and die a British subject, but not a Briton only in name.
In London, the colonial secretary is inundated with demands for reform. But after 3 years of deliberation, Britain's leaders reject the 92 resolutions outright. They are convinced that self-government for their North American possessions would destroy the colonial system and gravely weaken the empire. The authorities in Lower Canada prepare for the worst.